Hey guys, I want to share a few tips and tricks with you for when you're rebuilding the whole front end on your first gen Tundra. So, a few things I wish I'd known, especially with the lower control arms. Obviously, the lower ball joint is just a bolts onto the actual hub. So that's pretty easy to deal with. The upper ball joint, all you got to do is undo that nut there and then take it off. I guess you don't have to take it off completely. And then you're not gonna, if you're reusing this upper control arm, you don't want to go start smacking this. What you want to hit is this, because these two pieces here are just going to be welded together. So start smacking on this, eventually this will free up this thing. Be careful, because this thing is going to fling straight up, because when you go to torque down control arms, you don't torque them down with the wheel off the truck. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if the wheel is off the truck, but you need to put a jack underneath of this and get it up to where ride height would be, and then torque it down. Otherwise, you'll tear these bushings here. And the main reason I'm rebuilding the front end on this truck is because all the bushings are just total crap. Obviously, I mean, you can tell just all the bushings on this truck are just shot. 20 years will do that to a truck, I guess. But the big thing I ran into was, let's see if I can get you down there, was with these control arm sleeves there. So you have a bolt, which is out front right there. So this bolt goes through to the other side, and then you have a sleeve that it goes into. And when you get that bolt out, getting the bolt out is no big deal. But when you get that bolt out, what you want to do is, this is a Texas truck. It has very little rust. I mean, it does have rust, but if you live in the Rust Belt, you're probably just gonna have to buy new sleeves in general, because they're just gonna be welded shut. But what you want to do, these sleeves, this is part of your sleeve right here. This is the end. So these two connect together on both sides. So what you're going to want to do is hook a ratchet up to this after you get the bolt out and try and spin this. So hook up a socket to it and try spinning it. Once you break it free, then you should be able to hammer it out. I got the other side done and I got both sleeves out. And then what I did was I coated it in anti-seize. So hopefully next time, I didn't buy the most expensive control arms. These are the stock. The other side I got completely done. But that's one big thing I wish I knew. And then getting this ball joint out here is pretty straightforward. It's just hammer out and press in. I mean, once you get this off, you can take this boot off here and you can just hammer it out with a 3-pound hammer. Pretty easy to do. But man, those lower control arm bolts and sleeves are a total pain. Also, when you're doing it, you want to make sure that you mark where your alignment is as it is. So when you drive it to the shop, you're not chopping your tires up. So keep that in mind too. But I'll go take you guys to the other side here, and still have my tie rod unhooked. But yeah, as you can see, new bushings, new control arms, new upper control arm, new ball joints, top and lower. Pretty nice. So those are a few things I wish I knew before getting into this. So hopefully it helps somebody.